attending. My name is Ilan Baram. I'm a gynecologist from Israel. I'm happy to disclosing that I'm the inventor of the IUB, the intrauterine ball. Actually, I established the company, and in parallel to my clinical work, I am the medical officer of the company. So I'm going to present here an assessment of 12 months real-world experience with the intrauterine ball, Ballerine, we call it Ballerine MIDI, in a multinational cohort of 382 women. For those who are not familiar with the IUB or the intrauterine ball, let me share with you what it is. Actually, so it's an intrauterine device that is inserted into the uterus quite the same way as other intrauterine devices, very similar. However, it is smaller, it has a three-dimensional shape, it acquires a ball shape, and it carries copper. The idea behind it is that it will be more convenient to the uterine cavity, has no sharp edges, and very easy to deploy even in young women. So the study objectives were to do a retrospective binational, Switzerland and Israel, a study of at least 1 year experience and measure both investigators and subjects' perspective relating to the use of the Ballerine IUB. The primary endpoints were expulsion rate and pregnancy rate, and secondary endpoints were subject satisfaction, menstrual bleeding pattern, pain and cramps, and physician assessment of ease of use. As I said, it's a retrospective study of healthy female who carry the device between 12 to 18 months. We made two ways to acquire the information: out the medical records and an interview, either by web questionnaire or an interview. We recruited 175 women in Israel and 207 participants from Switzerland in 7 separate centers. We took demographic and medical history. As I said, we interviewed the women either by web or a personal interview in Israel. 7 sites in Switzerland, 6 private gynecological clinics, and 1 hospital led by Dr. Michal Yaron at the University of Geneva, and 1 site in Israel, actually my own office. The disposition was 175 in Israel and 207 in Switzerland, which were divided by private clinic about a half and hospital about a half. In the hospital, in a few cases, you can see about 29 cases were inserted with the IUB immediately after abortion. Naturally, the demographics between Israel and Switzerland is not the same. We had more young women in the Swiss study than in Israel. It is less common to use IUDs as a whole, as a contraception. In Israel, this is changing. I'm one of the leaders of these changes in Israel to use IUDs even in nulliparous and young women. But we do know from the literature that this is a newcomer, and it will take some time before everybody will support this attitude. Regarding the results, here we see that in Israel we had an expulsion rate of 3.4% after 18 months, and in Switzerland 5.3% expulsion rate, which is very comparable to what is published in the literature, and even better, and a pregnancy rate about 0.5% in Israel and 1.5% in Switzerland. Again, we're talking about 18 months. We as gynecologists are not used to such a way of publication of pregnancy rate. We are more used to talk about Pearl index, and Pearl index is always lower than pregnancy rate because it takes into consideration the amount of time that women carry the device. So these also are quite good results. Regarding other results, most women experience low pain and cramps and light to moderate bleeding with a scale of 1 to 10. When you look at pain and cramps combined, you can see that in Israel and in Switzerland, about 85% of women who carry the device reported that they either have light to moderate pain or no pain at all. And regarding bleeding amount, about 70% of women in both countries report in a scale of 1 to 10 that they have light to moderate bleeding. Light to moderate means in a scale of 1 to 10 to 5, meaning these women marked either 1 to 5 out of the scale to report what they had subjectively, of course, about the bleeding amount. Women also reported on a scale of 1 to 10 high satisfaction with the IUB Ballerine. Again, combined, you can see that 77% of women in both countries were either very satisfied or satisfied with the device. The vast majority of women will recommend the use of the ballerine to a friend or close relative. 78 or nearly 80% of women will recommend the use of ballerine to a friend. We know as gynecologists that one of the biggest influencer what kind of contraception a woman chooses is what her friend says, even more than what her doctors recommending. Most doctors have reported that it was very easy to use the device. About 90%, 87% had no difficulty at all, although the method of insertion of the IUB is slightly different from T-shaped device. This is extremely important because the slight difference means that even doctors who are extremely experienced with a T-shaped device might have a learning curve with the IUB Ballerine, and they should know it in advance, meaning it's our responsibility to bring the doctor the right way to use the ballerine in order to not to face problems after insertion. And to conclude, in summary, as I said, this is a retrospective analysis of the ballerine for 18 months, in Switzerland and Israel. The IUB was highly accepted, and the majority of users reported satisfaction from the device, using the device. The vast majority of women reported either no or light to moderate pain while using the device, and this also supports the product acceptability. In scale of 1 to 10, most women had light to moderate bleeding amount, and regarding expulsion and pregnancy, the results show similar or comparable to other IUDs in the market. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Barham. In the interest of time, we can take one question. Somebody wants to ask a question?
Dr. Barham, I remember reading that you guys were looking at developing a hormone reform of this device. Is that still on the cards?
Yes, actually it's much more interesting than this. There's under development a three-dimensional hormone eluting device, but even more interesting, this is just a hint. we are going to use the device as a carrier of other chemicals into the uterus for treatment purposes rather than contraception. For
What
example,
is
the next step will be, and don't tell anybody, next step will be developing a device for endometrial ablation.
Right.
So
Any
the
thought of
hormonal will be also, it takes time,
Any thought of putting NSAIDs in this like the Chinese do?
like
Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs as well?
we take into account many options,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Baram. Interesting presentation. The next speaker is